Hey, you know what I don't like about Teofimo Lopez? He changed up, man. He changed up. And we're going to talk about that today, man. I'm your host, The Black Horseman, also known as Black Horseman Promotions. Appreciate y'all tuning in today. I want to shout out my playback gang, first and foremost, True Media Gang, worldwide. Hit that bell and subscribe. Big shout out to the whole underground community, the Truth Hurts crew, and make sure y'all hit that like button. So, I'm going to talk about what I don't like and how he changed up. Okay. There was a certain point, right? See, and think about me, I analyze stuff. So this is just coming from one individual who watches the sport of boxing, partakes in it, and speaks on it from my own perspective, right? I saw where Teofimo Lopez, at one point, he was calling Devin Haney the email champ. This is before he even fought Lomachenko. Okay. I watched all of this. He's an email champ. He's the wannabe champ, right? Funny stuff, right? Hilarious. Wannabe champion and all of this. And I watched how he clout chased Devin Haney to build and promote his fight with Lomachenko. You know, falsely advertising a potential fight with Devin Haney at that time, right? So at that time, right? Look at this. Teofimo Lopez wanted that smoke with Devin Haney when he knew he was scheduled to face Lomachenko at that time, right? Devin Haney didn't have to show Lopez nothing at that time to get called out. According to Teofimo Lopez, he was trying to make the fight with Devin Haney. So at that time, he didn't have to show him nothing. Now that you're feeling yourself for being victorious versus Lomachenko as unified champ, we give you credit. We give credit where it's due. You're the unified champion. And I just figured you was the proud WBC franchise champ. You admirably held that status because you took that from Lomachenko. You took the franchise status from Lomachenko. Correct. But it seems that, right? Because you mentioned Devin Haney's name. If that's what the people want to see, if they want to see me beat the email champ, cool. Thank you for saying it. We want to see it. Right? So if the boxing fans want to see it, then Devin Haney showing you something is irrelevant to the conversation or to the matter at hand, which is you want to smoke with the dude at first, but you didn't want to smoke. But I want to talk about this because is Teofimo Lopez, does he really want to face a Devin Haney or Gervonta Davis? Does he really want to face these guys? Does he still have the energy to do that? Because he calls himself the takeover, right? What have you taken over? What have you taken over? And it's almost like a desperate cry to Mauricio, man, please just make me undisputed. Why? So you can avoid the Devin Haney fight? So why would you want them to hand that status to you? Forcefully change their rules to accommodate you. It's when you could just be like, you know what? Fuck all the disputes and the pussy shit from what they saying out here that he the real champ. Let me just go beat his ass since he boring and since he weak anyway and he beneath me and I will take his head off, according to Teofimo Lopez. Since he that easy work, just go whoop his ass. And then it ain't no debate, no confusion about you being the real takeover. That's how I see it. There will be no excuses, no debate if you go ahead and take Haney belt, the real belt that Lomachenko relinquished to avoid that work. You know? Shout out to Iron Cone because I was on this live a little earlier. And it's just funny to me because a lot of people downplay defensive fighters. Fighters who master the art of hit and don't get hit. People pretend like these fighters ain't ducked out here, right? And I'm not just trying to personally make it just about Devin Haney. I'm just talking about period. I'm seeing a lot of excuses not to catch fades with champions who are defensive first minded fighters. That's what I'm seeing. I get it. There's some punchers out here that people might be ducking, right? They can say, "Ooh, man, this dude can punch. That's dangerous. That he's the boogeyman. He's scary because he's knocking people out." But then on the other hand, it ain't a whole lot of people getting in line to face a top defensive fighter. So I'm kind of seeing some things in common with, say, like Teofimo. I ain't seen it from Ryan, maybe Ryan, Canelo. You know, y'all kind of avoid these defensive style fighters. You know, y'all will take a Kirkland or somebody who's going to be right there to be hit. But when it comes to somebody who you can't hit, oh, well, you got to show me something. What? Show you that he can get hit? Does Devin Haney need to show Teofimo that he can get hit? What does he want him to show? I mean, he can just show him the belt. Here's my belt. Go ahead and take it. Take over. Show you what? You know, there's people that will go in there, knock you out, and there's people that will outpoint you for 12. It's called boxing. Not knocking you the fuck out every time I fight. You know how many a lot of fighters went from knocking you the fuck out to outboxing you for 12? Floyd, Keith, Errol Spence. Well, that shit ain't happening now. There's only one nigga in the welterweight division doing that. That's Crawford, knocking everybody out. The rest of them, I'll point you for 12. Get my hand raised. You know? Them fighters getting ducked out here. It's a certain style that certain fighters and some of a certain complexion, they avoid that style. You mean to tell me you elite, but you can't conquer every style out there? You this big bad whoop-de-whoop. But why you scared of a boring style? Why are you scared of a defensive style? You an offensive beast. You can walk anybody down, cut the ring off, set a trap, and get them up out of there, right? Because some of these fighters, y'all act like they so elite until a certain style of fighter come in the equation. Then y'all like, nah, whatever. He got to show me something. He got to show me something. Don't show me his belt. Show me something. You know? Like Bradley dumbass had to change his whole style up to try to what? Appeal to people that want to see your ass get slumped? When they had that conversation, Teofimo and Devin, and sparring is sparring. But that energy wasn't the same, though. Just keeping it stacked. That energy was not the same. It wasn't the same. When that boy brought the heat to him, Teofimo was like, hey, man, come on. Let me whisper something to you. Let's talk about this. Hold on. Let's talk about this right here. We in front of cameras. Oh, you want to whisper now? Now you want to whisper about something. We live on camera. You said you got the best of me in sparring whoop-de-whoop. I told you, motherfucker, you couldn't hit me. Now you want to whisper some shit. Nah, get up off my shoulder. Watch out. Take over. Take your hands off my shoulder. That's what you can do. Watch out. Move aside, homie. You know what I'm saying? You're not undisputed, Tiafimo. Good fighter, man. I like your fighting style, but you're not that dude yet. You know, the fake is over with. We got it. We got to kill the fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't start this ducking shit. EOF, equal opportunity flame. You was doing good, but don't play yourself. Do not play yourself. You ain't that dude yet. You ain't that dude. You ain't even took over a whole division yet. You know, it's one more champ. You need to fight. Get rid of him. Get your payday with Kambosos or whoever you need to get it. Cool. I want you to get your bag. But you got unfinished business. That's it. Unfinished business. You can't act like you won't smoke when you got a fight scheduled. And then when you in between trying to figure out your next fight, you want to downplay somebody and say, oh, show me something. So he went from being worth you clout chasing, email this, email champ, whoop-de-whoop, but you can't back up them words in the ring yet because somebody got to show you something. Stop it, homie. Stop it. You know? And yeah, go to them channels, get them interviews so that they can hype your shit up. Do that. Because, yeah, that's a lane for that. But there's also a lane where you can't do that. You're going to get that real work. So they stay where it's safe. You know what I'm saying? Them safe ass channels. Maintain that. Wayne Henny, what's goody? No name bros. Happy New Year. What up, Ramos? Devin Haney. Peace King. Yes, sir. I don't even know. I don't know if he would lose in a rematch with Loma. And this ain't even about no Lomachenko. Lomachenko lost his opportunity. He got a second loss on his record. He got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped. But moving along, unfinished business. Yes, sir. Shout out to the playback once again. Shout out to my homie Boxing God. It's a dilemma, but I see no fall from Teofimo Lopez. If he fights 3 times, he sets the bar for the whole division to live up to their bargain to get a fight with him. You know what I want Teofimo to do? Just keep the same energy. You wanted to fight Devin Haney before? What happened? Keep the same energy, dog. You know what I'm saying? I wish all of them, sanctioning bodies, fighters, all of them would keep the same energy. WBC ain't keeping the same energy. Teofimo ain't keeping the same energy. You know? And we find out when we get to y'all's new fighters and shit, that fanboy energy come out. Yes, sir. It was not disputable with Crawford, Usyk, B-Hop, and Jermaine. Exactly, Boxing God. There's no dispute there. See, those are solidified, undisputed champs in history. Stamped. No dispute. Teofimo Lopez, there's a dispute, sir. You're not undisputed. It's simple shit. The fake is over. It's over with. Oh, paper, he not though. We know what the deal is. The email got jokers tight. Raz Cloud, what's good, fam? Tony Reviews, what's happening? Oh, okay, you playing. You playing games. Uh-oh. Raz Cloud want that smoke, huh? Shout out to Raz Cloud with the actual facts in the chat. Teofimo definitely not undisputed. You know? He can do whatever he need to do to have the promo and all of that shit. But keep the same energy. Don't switch up. You know what I mean? Because that's what I said, man. If he didn't do that bullshit during that the time period with Lomachenko, clout chasing, I wouldn't have had nothing to say. You know what I mean? I would have something to say with him getting that work in, but with this extra shit, I'm like, bro, hell nah. You're not off the hook with that. You can't mislead your fans to think this, that, and the other, right? Now all of a sudden, like you had your fans thinking, oh, okay, he a bitch. Whoop-de-whoop. You ain't even proved that shit. Since you the big wolf and he a bitch, go ahead and slap him around real quick and get that belt off of him. Go ahead and slap the email nigga around. Do that. Stop playing games, bro. It looked like you avoiding that smoke. That's what it looked like. And whatever they was talking about in sparring, maybe you concerned about that. It's different under the lights, but he acting like he's scared. No, you ain't done. You might be done. I'm not. Still ain't no damn undisputed. he said, hold on, what did he say? It is undisputed by facts that he's not undisputed. Shout out to Tony. So, yeah, man. So I wanted to apply some flame to that motherfucking topic right there. You know, and it's not even a guarantee that Teofimo Lopez will be Devin Haney or Gervonta Davis, right? Or let me get the other one. Hold on. Hold on. That one. There ain't no guarantee he can beat him. A lot of big names at 135. And on Iron Cone channel, he got this flame too. Why the hell would you even fight Campbell if you're not even if you know you ain't interested in fighting Devin Haney next? That's the whole point of fighting Campbell. Eliminator. So that you can fight the champ, Devin Haney. Hello. You know what I'm saying? Champions fight mandatories, correct? Correct? Put it like this. Let me ask y'all this question. Since Teofimo Lopez, right? Since Teofimo Lopez is undisputed, right? If y'all think that he the real WBC champion, who's his mandatory? Who is Teofimo Lopez mandatory? Riddle me that. You know? Riddle me that. Y'all saw Canelo had to get back on track. That heat is something real out here. He had 168 about to fight a mandatory. We know it's some bullshit who he getting ready to fight, but he about to fight a mandatory though. All of a sudden. When mandatories didn't matter. So you got to hurdle the mandatory if it's Jamal. But if it's Abney Yildirim, oh yeah. Y'all know what time it is? Don't come over here with the stupid shit. We see what they doing out here. Devin Haney record, that don't matter. His record, who he fought, that's not what I'm debating. That's not what I'm debating. But what y'all can't debate is Devin Haney, the WBC champ. He's the real champ. This is a fact. You know, Mauricio want to change rules every so often. Why? Because the Latinos screaming about the shit? Because Teofimo Lopez screaming about the shit? Hey, man, I don't like the fact that you made me a franchise, man, and you only gave me a WBC wristwatch. You know, I don't like this, man. This little knockoff WBC belt you gave me and my dad, it's not enough. It's not enough, man. Can you email us a certificate telling us that we're undisputed so that we can go live and tell our fans that we're really undisputed because you sent us a certificate? And y'all eating that shit. That's some sucker shit, bro. How about just fight Devin Haney and it won't be no more debate? You will be that dude. You will be official takeover. Till then, shut that shit up. begging for a fucking, please email us a certificate to certify us as the this stupid shit out of here, man. If this man don't man the fuck up and fight Devin, get your bag with Cambosos, Negrosos, whoever that is, and come back and get that work with Devin. Stop playing. Hey, he had 135. You know what I'm saying? Those are big fights. That's a big, since he like money, that's a big money fight. Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Davis. Is anybody really pushing that or promoting that? That's a big fight. You know? And I know it go both ways. Floyd got to stop. You know, and don't get me wrong. I like Teofimo Lopez. I like Tank, Ryan. I have flamed all of these motherfuckers, though. I still like them in the ring. I just want these motherfuckers to fight. Stop making excuses. Stop. Keep the same energy. You wanted to fight them before. Now it show you something. Now you want these men, you want to beg the WBC to email your certificate. Why? Because they out here crying? Shut up. Get that shit up out of here, bro. Hey, Oz, what's going on, bro? Don't go to the bathroom during a Haiti fight. What you mean? They're gonna be there all day. It's be 12 rounds. So I'm not up here to say that Haney ain't boring. I'm just saying there's a lot of defensive boring fighters that's being ducked, bruh. Y'all niggas gotta stop playing. We can say they boring, but the guys that gotta get in there with them, they ain't trying to get in there. They ain't trying to work with them because they gonna be missing and getting hit. That's a fact. A lot of them concerned about that. Now I don't know who's gonna win between Teofimo and Devin. You know what I'm saying? But I see a lot of fighters duck that certain style and they use the same excuse. He be like, why you want to fight this champ? Oh, he boring. Oh man, you know, shit, he just real boring. Why is he boring? Why? Because he don't get hit? That be what this shit is, man. With a fighter that don't get hit, oh, he too boring. When Rigondeaux was coming in, destroying everything, and he wouldn't get hit, oh, he boring, man. Fuck this nigga, duck him. It was a bunch of Latinos ducking him. Champs, like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas scared of that style, dog? Shit, I'll keep it a stack, bruh. Shit, some of these Latino fighters be acting spooked. Or that defensive nigga make you miss, tag your lip up. Stop playing, bro. And I love all of them. I just keep it real on this side, bro. Fuck the dumb shit. What happens in the bathroom at Haney fights? Oh, fuck it, though, dog. Oh, man, y'all crazy. Garcia has become third best by not acting like he got friends in the division, and Teofimo Lopez is spearheading. And so it's on Tank and Devin now to actually want the bigger fights. All of them need to get off this. You know what, low key, dog? The more I think about this shit, bro, they all ducking Devin Haney. Gervonta not trying to work with Devin. Fuck, man, Ryan trying to get Ryan is right there. He talking about Tank. See a female talking about show me something. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all can disagree all you want, but this is looking like this is some bodies with this Devin Haney topic, bro. And I know this man got the most trash resume, Mexico's finest on this nigga resume and all that shit, but why are these dudes not trying to scrap, though? You know what I'm saying? He got the right promoter. Y'all can't talk about nothing with that shit, bro. He's boring promotions. Yeah, he's boring. I ain't gonna lie. But I'll still watch him fight. You know what I'm saying? See, I'll watch boring fighters. I'll watch exciting fighters. You know what I mean? I like boxing. I'll tell you like this. A man fan is no motherfucking contest for a real boxing fan. I'm telling you, man. You're no match for a real boxing fan. You man fans. I'm just letting you know. Public service announcement. Just like the rioters the other day almost took over ass nigga, right? We don't like that almost took over shit. Take over all the way, bro. All I'm saying is unfinished business. I'm trying to promote these fights, man. Y'all out here y'all are trying to, a lot of y'all try to ruin these fights, man. Y'all try to get in the way and make excuses for these fights not happening, you know? And y'all give these fucking fighters a pass, man, because y'all trying to get a whatever kind of pass, media pass, goddamn, whatever pass y'all trying to get. Fuck out of here. Team Tank moved in on Ryan Garcia, shining on Mike Tyson pass. I mean, Tank is good for social media shit. He did social media. When it comes to 135, he's probably the what social media champ or some shit. Or Ryan. I don't give a fuck. This we ain't here to talk about you know, veering off. They're trying to get me Haney's cloud chasing with a world title. All I know is Teofimo was cloud chasing. And that's when I started losing respect for him. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him his props with the Lomachenko shit. But nigga, yeah, I ain't forgot. Like that Roy Jones shit. Y'all must have forgot. I didn't forget the shit that he was doing, building up to the Lomachenko fight. And how you had that energy, right? Whatever was in you, you was pumping that iron and muscle ups and all of that shit. You wanted that Devin Haney smoke. Remember that? Now all of a sudden, you don't want it. Show me something. Yeah, okay. Show us that franchise belt again. Show us that shit again. Go live with that. Ryan Blessing with clout, probably. So yeah, I don't get into all of they screaming matches on through a phone on social media. I want to see these dudes scrap. These dudes young, they all around the same age. They got amateur careers, a lot of them. So, you know, and with all this shit we saying, until they get in there, we don't know. But I ignore you, man fans. Y'all be in the way. Y'all be in the way. Y'all don't care about boxing, the real sport, and seeing who the best is. Y'all just here to help these guys protect their O and all that weird shit. Somebody O must go. But y'all can leave y'all thoughts. Shout out to the playback. Billy Joe Saunders trying to get that Andrade. Hey, yeah, matter of fact, let me talk about that before I go. So I saw that, right? I saw an interview earlier today where Demetrius Andrade was interviewed by, I think, IFL TV or some shit. And he was talking about that, right? And the guy was asking him, is he going to vacate and go up and, activate his mandatory whoop-de-whoop? And it's like Andrade, he don't want to vacate and go up. Like, I guess, I don't know. I'm really confused on this situation. So I don't know whether to give Andrade a flame in this situation or not. Because you saying you want to smoke with Billy Joe Saunders, but you're saying that you're not going to, vacate your belt and go up to activate your mandatory. He should just accept the fight. I don't have to, vacate my belt. And I'm like, well, I thought about it, right? And I'm like, well, there's been situations where, people didn't have to, vacate their belt, but I don't know what the WBO, because see, like Canelo went up to a whole other weight and kept his 160 belt, but he fought in a different sanction body. He had the WBA 160, but he was fighting the WBO at 175 and then fought for the WBA at 168. Then he vacated. So I don't know, man. WBO's, somebody got to help me out with that WBO shit. I'm a casual with that. But I thought, like, just like with Usyk or like Crawford. When Crawford went up, he got the Jeff Horn fight. He activated that. And then Usyk, he's trying to, AJ got multiple mandatory, so, but he's right there. So I don't know. I don't know whether to flame Andrade, like, bro, if you're going to stop playing it, you going to go up to 168 or you going to stay to 160? Because I don't know. I think you need to make a decision. Y'all let me know on the playback. Andrade need to probably make a decision with that. Either go all the way up to 168, vacate your shit at 160, go to 68, so you can activate your mandatory there. But Andrade talking like he can go up there, fight Billy Joe, and just hold on to his 160 belts. I don't know. International man fan shit, right? If he does not have have to vacate according to WBO rules, then it's no issue for him to keep his belt. But if WBO says he has to, then just vacate the belt. So I don't know if that's the rule. So somebody will have to help me out with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if does he have to vacate his belt to activate that mandatory with Billy Joe, or can they just make that fight happen? They can agree to make the fight happen. He can go to 168, fight him for his belt, and you know, if he fucking lose, he go back down to 160 and defend his shit. I don't know. Shout out to the UK. So man, yeah, I just had that little bit of time, man. I just want to speak on that and then address that. You know what I mean? Because it was that kind of came up on Iron Combs live stream that y'all start fronting like this certain style of fighters that certain fighters duck or avoid, and they make excuses like, "Oh, he boring." Man, when it all boiled down to it, can you beat him? Do you think you can win or not? Or do you just feel like, oh, you know what? He gonna be moving a lot and hitting me, and I ain't gonna be able to hit him, so he gonna outpoint me easily, like how Floyd did Canelo. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to be crying at the end of a fight, lip shaking and shit, looking ass nigga. So some of them be scared of certain styles, man. I just call it what it is. I feel like if you elite, it don't matter what style's in front of you, dog. You know. So I have yet to see certain fighters that y'all consider top or pound for pound, whatever, master a certain style. They have not beaten that certain style yet or mastered it. You know, if you elite, you should be able to. Hey, you pound for pound. I mean, any style you got, I'll fuck you up. You know. So I don't know. Some of these fighters act like, well, boring fighters don't count. It don't matter that they have a belt. If they're boring and they can fight and they're very good defense and they can have good stamina and then go 12 and good skills, it doesn't count, man. They're boring. Yeah, we know. We know. It is what it is, though. She'll go get that bread, come back for that undisputed. That's all I'm saying. Go get your bag from Combosos or Mutosos, whoever you about to fight. Get your bag and just come back and keep that same energy you had before the Lomachenko. Keep the same energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it will be no dispute. And I'll give you all the props. No more flame on this side. Real shit. But you gotta do that. Otherwise, shut up and move up and wait. Go to 140 and get your head beat on by Taylor or something. That's what I'd rather him do. If you're not gonna really be the takeover 135 like you should do, then just go to 140 and take over there. Take your ass up to 140 and be the man up there. Try that. Since she was the half takeover at 135, Since you don't want to complete the mission, go to 140 then. That's all I recommend. And I understand that it has to be some entertainment in it, man. But you know what? If that's the case, then don't give boring fighters a belt. Then when they win, should they just rob them? If a boring fighter, right? If a fighter is not super exciting, but he can go in there and outbox, listen to the word box, outbox anybody in front of them. We got to just downplay that. They don't deserve credit. Is it their fault? Can't nobody get in there and whoop their ass? People say they boring, but okay, cool. Can you go ahead and knock the boring fighter out so we can give you props? Or you gonna make excuses and say, oh, well, show me something. Show me something, baby. Clown. Who am I protecting, bro? Who? Please help me out. What fighter in this universe am I protecting? Holla. Yeah, that's yeah, guaranteed. You on puppy patrol. Nigga. Pooper Scooper Promotions. God. That's all I'm saying, man. Keep the same energy. And the flame goes away. Simple shit. But shout out to King Ryan, undefeated fighter, but not a champ. You're not a champ yet, Ryan. Shout out to you, dog. Shout out to Javante Davis. He's a champ, but at 130. At 130. Shout out to the beautiful knockout. He was able to display for the fans on Leo Santa Snooze, as Angel Actual Flame say. So appreciate the highlight, Javante Davis. But you're the 130 champ. Little champ shit. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez. You are almost the takeover. You're the unified. 3 belts, man. That's better than Devin. I'll give you that. That's better than Devin. You feel me? What I'm simply saying is keep the same energy. No more whispering in niggas' ears, trying to downplay the flame. Okay? Let the flame just come and deal with it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I got for this one, man. Till the next time, man. I'm BHP. Big ups to the whole underground community. Shout out to No Name Rose who came through. Shout out Lisa Bells, everybody that come through and hits that like button. Make sure you hit the bell with the sub. Playback Gang, True Media. You already know what it is. BHP.